Hi guys, it's Mew2King, and as you all know, Joker just came out. So I did a few hours of testing, and I figured out pretty much all the moves and some basic combos and some stuff to get you started. So I think if you watch this guide, you'll be able to get a good head start on the competition from a few hours of labbing. So I'm going to go over each move first. Okay. First off, I want to say Joker's from the Persona series, Persona 5, obviously. It's a really good game. I've been playing it. I haven't gotten that far because I haven't played it that much, but it's super fun, super long. I highly recommend it. Joker's basically a fast, agile character. He's not very strong, but he has like a limit thing he builds, kind of like a mix, kind of similar to like Little Mac, but it's like a mix of like Cloud and Max. But I'll get around to that later. He's basically a nimble character. He kind of reminds me of Sheik in a way, like good edge guarding, very nimble and fast, but it isn't really going to kill you early. But I think he's not a bad character, and honestly, he's really fun. So this is a character I'm definitely going to look into. But here's the result of my past few hours of research. So I'll go over each move, starting with Jab. Jab is just the basic move. Does like 10 damage, 9-10 damage. Comes out on frame 4. Not much to say. It's just pretty standard. All your tilts come out on frame 8. This is forward tilt. It's a good poke. Pretty standard. You can dash around, just poke them. It sends sideways, which sets up for edge guards. By the way, a lot of his moves set up for edge guards. It's pretty useful. So this is a poke. Up tilt. He throws his knife up. This is also frame 8. This can combo at low percentages, and when it doesn't combo, it can frame trap. So you have good advantage. Even when it doesn't combo, you get like a positional advantage. Down tilt. This reminds me of Cloud's down tilt. Similar. When you hit the end of the down tilt, this can true combo. I don't know if it works at 60, but come down here, Demo. So you can do something like this and then get a combo. That true combos at if you tipper it with the end of it. So and when these moves don't combo, they still frame trap. It's pretty standard tilts, not much to say. Now on to smash attacks. His smash attacks without the persona, which I'll go over later, I would say are underwhelming and underpowered, but I will go over them all. Forward smash, it's frame 16. I would say it's below average, or below average in power. Up smash, frame 10. Down smash, frame 12. Down smash hits sideways, so it can set up for edge guards. Whoops. Let's go over this later. So the smash attacks, they're underwhelming, but with the personas, they're quite good, and they can kill under 100. All of the smashes can kill under 100% with the personas. So, now dash attack. This is one of my favorite moves. This move is pretty quick, and it does 10 damage, but look how hard it hits, even at low damage. It sends really far at just the low percentages. So like, you can literally just combo off that. So, come down here. Like, you can actually just like, I'll go over these moves later, but you can actually like combo into it, tech chase with it, just run up and do it, and now to off stage, which you can use your edge guarding, which is really good. So, now I'll go into the aerials. His aerials, I'll start with the worst one, down air. This move it's like frame 13. I never use it, so I don't know what else to say. I never use this move. Neutral air is also frame 13. He spins twice. The second one does 1 more damage than the first. If I do nair right here and then spot dodge, you can actually avoid a shield grab. You can also use this for edge guarding, and you can also use it in neutral. You can do it late and then spot dodge. You can fade back with it. You can cross them up with it. It's pretty good. The forward air. It's a forward kick that hits twice. The first one pops up if you wanted to combo off that. This is really good after down throw at the low percentages. You can down throw fair, as I showed earlier. Or you could just use it to edge guard. Like you hit them and then like you just read if they double. Let's say I predicted him to double jump over here. You do that, you can push him really far, especially when you get the persona. Back air is like a stronger forward air. I would say this is like a stronger forward air, but and you use your sword. Not sure which one's better for edge guarding yet because I haven't played long enough. But these moves are basically your combo and kill moves. Like I would say back air is probably the best for edge guarding, and forward air is good for the combos. Up air is pretty much Sheik up air. It's a frame 5 up air. Oh, by the way, back air and forward air are both on frame 7. Sheik's up air, if you've ever played Sheik before, I'm sure you have, this will be very similar. So like it's just like this. It's everything you know from Sheik. If you've ever played Sheik, this is the exact same thing. It's frame 5. You can do drag down combos. You can do platform combos like this, or you can do drag down combos, and then you can like re-grab or something. Speaking of re-grab, your grab is tied for the fastest among my favorite characters at frame 6. Dash grab is 8. You have from like 0 to 40, you can down throw fair. It doesn't work here, but if you don't, yeah, it does. That works like 0 to 40, you down throw fair, and I'll talk about the combos in a bit. Up throw, you can up throw up air from like 0 to 80. The forward throw is just a quick toss. I can imagine that would be quite good in doubles. Back throw is a kill throw, but don't expect it killing under like 150 generally, even if you like roll to the edge, like stand up, now try to live. Like, it's below average in power. He's not really a kill thrower. He's more like a throw you off into advantage state or low % combo throws. So now we will talk about his special moves. But first, I will look at the cat. Look at this beautiful cat.
Looking cool, Joker.
Which taunt's the best? Is it 1, 2, or 3? You decide. Is it the up one? I kind of like that one. But or you can spam up tilt over and over and do this. Okay. Anyway, on to his special moves. So, wait, no. Wait, talk about the grab combos first. So, as I said before, you can down throw fair, but to do it a bit better, down throw, jump, wait a split second, and then fair. And then you can get a re-grab or a dash attack. So like this. Go to 0. If you're fighting a fast faller, you can actually chain grab them from 0. There are 2 ways to chain grab. You can do this, up throw, delay, up air, and then drag down grab. You can do that. Or from 0%, you can do this. Delay fair, and then re-grab. But that only works at 0. Go 0 again. I think this only works at like exactly 0. Otherwise, they get knocked too hard. And it doesn't work on floaties. And then you can re-grab like this. And then you can do like something like that. The general low % combo I would do is down throw. By the way, when I do these combos, if you do the up air right away, then you don't get the drag down combo. And if you do the fair right away, then you're not maximizing your advantage state. So you shouldn't do the forward air. You should wait just a little bit before doing up air after up throw, or you should wait just a little bit for doing the forward air. And that will maximize your combo. So this is the combo I'll do on most characters. Down throw, delay fair, dash attack. Which run and press C stick forward. That's the way you should do the dash attack. Then you can get like 20, 26 damage from low %. There's some more stuff you can do. If there's a platform above you, up throw, up air, you can choose to drag down or not depending on the height of the platform. So like right here, the platform was way above me, so it's harder. But let's say I grabbed him here. Whoop. Come up here. Depending on the height, I might be able to get a drag down combo. So you want to up throw, up air. Try to get the drag down if possible. If you do, great, you get a re-grab. And then you can do more throw combos. If not, whatever. You get, obviously, the grab combos, and you can just up air chain them. So he can benefit quite a bit off the platforms. So you probably want to pick a platform stage, which means like any stage with FD, because you get the up throw, up air change. Like up air is just consistently good for combos. If you played Sheik and Smash 4 Ultimate, it should feel very familiar to you. So he has quite a few good combos. I would generally say that the go-to combo most of the time, down throw fair dash attack unless you're fighting a fast forward and you can chain grab at 0, and up throw up air works 0 to 80. So up throw up air 0 to 80, or just up air land on a platform and keep the up airs going or the combos going. And down throw fair 0 to 40ish. That's generally a starting point for you. Obviously it's going to vary in the match rate range and other stuff, but that's a general starting point for you. You could also just throw them real quick to the left or right. Like at 0, you can probably tech chase with that, but I'd rather go for the guaranteed combos. I don't. Unless your name's Wizreb, you should just go for the guaranteed combos, in my opinion. So, that's all of the standard stuff. He has a really good dash and whatnot, so, and his roll goes pretty far and fast. So let's talk about the stuff you all been waiting for, the special moves. Joker has a gun for special moves that, depending on the distance, does 6, 3.5, or 1 damage. So it does 1, I think it's like 1.2, 3.6, and 6.0 from like training mode. However, I do want to mention that the furthest away bullet, which goes around half of FD, I think this is the max range. The furthest bullet, see, it doesn't knock him, but watch, as I get closer, it stops him. So let's say you charge a smash attack. See, it stops him. It might only be like 1 frame of hit stun or something, but do note that it is important to note that it actually stops you in your tracks here, but from a far away it won't. So the far away gun is not too good, not too great. Obviously it's nice because it's chip damage, but I think the side B is a better projectile. I'll get to that in a second. But there's a lot more you can do with the gun. In my personal, so you can hold left or right. You can roll while doing it. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know if I feel this is good or not. I guess time will tell. But yeah, you could just hold left or right to roll around while shooting. I think it's even better in the air. I've had, I was playing Sailman Leo for a bit. It was like the first hour or two we played the character. You could just press B, left or right. And you can just, this actually confused me on recovery. Maybe because I wasn't used to it, but he was like recovering. And then he just dashed forward or backwards or something, and it made it harder. Or he did this, and then he moved forward, and then just did a right recovery. It could just be that I wasn't used to it, but it's worth considering. I think moving left and right in there can be good. From the ground, if you hold X or up, you do this. I personally don't particularly think this is too great, unless you get like the final hit, because you see the final hit like knocks you away. But the reason I don't think this particular one is too great is because you can't auto-cancel it. Look, you always have 10 frames landing lag. So there's nothing you can really do to evade it, unless you get the final hit. But, you know, these are just first impressions. We don't know. Now, there is some air gun attacks. I already mentioned how you can move left and right in the air. Oh, and you always have to shoot a straight shot before doing other stuff. So if you want to do like a straight shot and then this, you do have this move. You press B and then hold up for up B. But I don't think this move is particularly useful. See, it's not really doing much. See, it's not even like knocking him anywhere. I think this move kind of sucks. Now, there's one move that's amazing. This. You aim it down. So this means if a character's recovering low, you can aim it down here. And you shoot even faster and stronger bullets more rapidly when you get the persona. Now, what you can do from the air, if you're being juggled, you shoot down like this. And now the 10 frame landing lag, it doesn't even seem like that big a deal, because look, you have great control. Some of these bullets true combo into each other too, especially with the persona. So I think the downward shot, I personally believe the down shot is really good. It can be good in neutral, good for landing, good for edge guarding, and if the persona is even way better. So, I'll talk about the side B. This side B, it does around 13 damage. It does 3 initially, but then it does 13 total from the poison attack. So basically, you can consider it a 13 damage move. I believe it comes out on frame 16. The gun comes out 12. This comes out frame 16, but I particularly like this move because it stops people in their tracks. You can gain positional advantage while getting some chip damage. I personally think this move's quite good. It hits them up, so I wouldn't say it's particularly good for edge guarding, but in neutral, you can just run around, just do it, and the buff version's even better. The up B, it's a really slow chain. I'll talk about the Arsene in a second. You have a chain like this. Think Simon, but longer range. Look how far this goes. Okay, I was almost making it from that distance. See, like, that's around the height. You could see what barely made it and what barely missed. That's around the range that it goes. It's actually surprisingly good. Like, you can go for edge guards, and then, like, you can still recover. It goes further than you think it would. It's actually a pretty long chain. It's like the longest chain in the game, I think. Just think Simon Belmont, but, like, longer. And now we'll talk about the move y'all been waiting for. The persona. When you press down B, I'll start out by talking about the meter. There's a meter in right above your character's name. You see how it's filling up slowly over time? At the beginning of the match, it starts at 0, of course. And over the course of 3 minutes, let's say we were to just not fight each other at all. Over the course of exactly 3 minutes, your bar will fill up. But obviously, you're going to be interacting with each other. And if you attack me, see, my bar fills up faster. It takes about 7 from a bar at 0. It takes about 70 something damage to fill fully. Like if he was to do like a quick 0 to 70 combo on me, and my bar would probably be filled up immediately. So it's like an equation. Like there's several factors. 3 minutes of time passing, but gradually, around 70 damage. Or if you want to fill it up really fast, and I think this could be quite good in doubles, I counter. Now hit me if I move, and it fills up almost right away. And then I get this cool thing. This is Arson, which is his main persona. But before I talk about that, I'll elaborate more on this counter. This counter, let's say a move would do 10 damage. If I counter it, it will do 4 damage. Sorry, don't hit me yet. Don't. This counter, it comes out on frame 3, the same as Incineroar. But when you stop it, like let's say the moment I release B, it has more than 30 frames of cooldown. So you don't want to miss this move. There's another reason I think this would be good in doubles or a hard read. It starts on frame 3, which is pretty good. You can hold it for this length of time. And if you attack me, it fills up. I only need to take about 12 damage to Joker for my bar to fill up completely. And as I said, 12 damage to Joker from like a fresh bar equates to about a 30 damage attack. So you'd have to do like maybe 3 Lucina down tilts or like 1 Lucina shield breaker, and that'd pretty much be approximately the exact amount it would take to fill up my bar. That would normally do 30 damage if I hadn't blocked it, but since I counter it, I'd counter 12 damage. Another reason I think that would be so good in doubles, like when you land it, for such a small price, you get your persona so much faster. And obviously that's extremely useful. Normally you'll get your persona on average in the middle of your match, unless you get gimped. You don't want to get gimped, of course. As I said, let's say 60, 70 damage in the middle of a fight. That's usually when you're going to get your persona on average, after you deal around 60, 70 damage. When you're around 60 or 70 damage is when I think it's going to happen on average, realistically speaking. So, when you do this, now fill it up real quick. I know, you can attack with it to do like 3 damage to them, but fill it up. See my bar fill up real fast? I get Arson. What this does, for 30 seconds, or it's less than 30 seconds, for 30 seconds or less, or assuming I don't get hit, I get Arson, which makes my moves way stronger. Of course, if I take damage, so if the wolf was to beat me up, I would lose it like significantly faster. Watch. Hit me right now. See my bar? It's depleting slowly. But watch. It's depleting extra fast when I take damage. See? So let me refresh right now and talk about Arson. Arson makes all of my moves stronger. Power me up. Domo. Okay. Oh yeah. Another thing to mention. So at the end of the bar, it always takes like a full second. Like even if you would surpass the amount, like let's say doing 4 Lucina down tilts instead of 3, it wouldn't make much of a difference because you'd still have to wait 1 second after maximizing it. There's always like a 1 second penalty when using the counter. So even if you maximize it, but this doesn't matter. That would only matter for like specific doubles things. Now on to the stuff that we've been waiting for. Arson. All my moves are much stronger. Why? Because Arson has an attack. Let's say I'm doing up throw up air. See how Arson does a punch at the last second? He's doing an uppercut the same frame as my final hit. When I do a forward air, he does a own kick. When I dash attack, he does a kick. When I do an air, it's a double hit, so it's safer on shield. My back air hits like twice as hard or something. All my moves hit way harder. My moves are pretty much hitting like 1.5 times harder, more or less. It varies on the move. But Arson is where the moves get really interesting. So I'm going to show some of his special moves. Power me up. It takes 3 hits, usually. Okay. I get A. If I down B again, I get a frame 3 counter. It works like Palutena's, except it starts on frame 3. Actually starts on frame 4. You're invincible in 3. So let's just say frame 3 counter. It reflects projectiles, and it pretty much works similar to a Lucina counter in normal circumstances. So just hit me if I move, and then you just hit them away. And if he was to side beat recovery, whoops. Let's try that again. No, just side beat, don't double jump. Okay. Someone's messing it up, but let's. If you've ever countered a Lucina recovery. Ever countered this? Okay, whatever. If you ever countered a recovery with Lucina, it pretty much works the same way with him. It might even work better with Joker and Lucina, but it pretty much works the exact same way. So, let me show you what happens to his other special moves real quick. Power me up. Three down tilts. I guess 4. Okay. The fireball I mentioned earlier that did 13 damage, now is bigger, faster, goes further, and does 20. I love this move. This move's insane. Now, it doesn't stack, so if I hit him and then hit him again, it'll just do 6 more damage. It won't stack on top of each other. So I really just want to hit this like once and then just go for the fight, because that was basically a 20 damage projectile. The 20 damage doesn't happen right away, but who cares? That move is insane. Power me up again, I'll show you the gun. 4 down tilts. Maybe 5. Okay. Now my do it again. Okay. Now I have this gun. This is way better. So this, if you're like recovering low, try to recover with up B. I can't show it there. But I'll just use your imagination. See how much damage this does and how rapidly it fires? You could jump off stage. If you think they're recovering low, do this, and then aim it downward. Oh, and then you can up B. This up B, do you see this? This up B is invincible. I don't know the exact number, but I think it's around 20 frames, which means the entire time I'm doing the liftoff on the ground, and then slightly after I leave the ground is all invincible. And it goes like as high as an Inkling up B. So let me show it. Power me up. Alright. Watch how high this goes. So you can go super low and then just recover. Let's say I'm going for Edgeguard. You can just do that. As I said, my back air and my forward air are all powered up. The Nair, I think, has an extra hit. That doesn't matter too much. And then if I think they'll go low, I can shoot the guns down. Basically, all my Edgeguarding is going to obliterate them if I hit them. And I just recover for free. I could just go super low with my aerial. See how I made that with the chain? Imagine going even lower. Go anywhere you want. And then just recover for free. If that chain barely made it, but you can go even further with the wings. It's not strictly better because you could like do, say like, another Joker doing down tilt can easily 2-frame me, but you can't like gimp me while I'm on that. While I have this, because I have the invincibility of my up B when I do the wings. It's invincible starting on frame 1, so like 20 frames starting from frame 1, around 20. I don't know the exact number, which makes that incredible. All my smash attacks do over 20 damage. All these do over 20 damage when I have Arson. My back air is way stronger, forward air is way stronger, dash attack stronger. Up air is a kill move if you're at like 100. If I hit you like up here at 100, the final uppercut from Arson from here will kill at 100. A lot of moves are just going to kill at like 100 or below 100 when you have Arson. It's basically kind of like the Wii Fit Trainer power up, where Wii Fit Trainer gets like all her moves stronger. You can think of it similar to that. It's not, every move doesn't power up exactly the same, because it depends on what Arson's power is. Like, the Nair isn't necessarily stronger, but it's like safe, it's like more multi-hit on shield. But some moves just get exponentially better. As I said, this move gets way better. This gets way better. Smash attacks, way better. Up air's way better. Any moves that are killing are basically just going to be significantly more effective. The forward air, so I'll power up. Power up. You guys know how strong Ganon's Nair hits? Look at... Does that sound effect sound familiar? And look at the angle. You see that angle? This character, this is an Edgeguard based character. You want to Edgeguard this character. See how my back air and my forward air send him like this at this angle. They clearly designed Joker to be a character to hit you off stage, and then go for the gimps, or use Arson. I don't think it's coincidence that almost all your moves. See how like I F tilt? Look at that low angle. Most moves send at like some 45 angle, but not Joker. A lot of his moves is back air. Like everything's like a low angle. So he really benefits off the edge guarding. To play this character, you should really learn to do the edge guarding. So yeah, now let me show you some combos I figured out. As I said before, you have 2 chain grabs from 0. Fair re-grab. Oh, I think I have rage. So actually, that move stopped working because of rage. So if you grab in the beginning of a match, you can dare re-grab. But this is just 0. Generally, you can do this into dash attack. That's one of my go-to combos. But if a platform's above you, as I said, up throw, up air, and then I tried to re-grab, but you do that re-grab or up air again. These are some standard combos you're going to use very often, assuming you don't want to just throw them off and then take position and edge guard them. This, I wouldn't really use this to edge guard because it sends them up. I think he'll be really good in doubles because you can just power up real quick, take like 5 to 10 damage, and then get your persona twice as fast, and maybe get 2 personas per stock instead of 1, because you're usually just going to get 1 a stock on average. So, now that you know a lot of the basics... Oh, there's one more cool thing. Salem and... Wait, die? Don't This up B, it's really, really slow, but it can be useful for certain things. Like, watch this. Like, you can do creative stuff like that. That actually doesn't work if you DI in or directly above Joker, but it can catch DI away, and it can catch, like, you trying to double jump away, because it, like, grabs you. But it's very, like, it serves a very specific purpose. It's pretty much a hard read. I don't think it's, like, amazing, but it does serve a specific purpose, so that's just worth throwing down there. A lot of the combos are going to be... like up airs, up air drag downs, down throw delay forward air, up throw delay up air. A lot of those things are really good. So if I have Arson, watch what I can do. Power me up. See how he's at 53? Watch this. Now he's at 75. Just because I grabbed him, I did over 20 damage. This stuff's working around 70–80% depending on rage and matchup. But you saw how my grab was super rewarding. That's pretty useful. And then, so I have 20 damage fireballs and 20 damage grabs. The grabs stop working until later, but then watch. This is just the dash attack. See that little extra oomph? Then you can go off stage and just try to hit them with a move. Like, try to hit them with your back air. Try to trade with the hit nair. As I said, the nair has 2 hits. The second one actually does like 1 more damage than the first. So, slash, slash. You have like 2 chances to hit them. It's not very strong, but when you're out here, you just need to poke them and they're dead anyway. So I think it's going to be really about getting them off stage, do the nair, the back air, the forward airs, and use like the gun if you're thinking they're going to go down. And when you have Arson, all these moves are even better. I believe that's going to be a huge part of his playstyle. You could just go for like smashes if you have a read, but look, this move's kind of laggy. This move's alright. If you're catching him, but I think a big part of his gameplay is going to come from the combos and the juggles. You're not really going to kill them at low percents unless you get the edge guards. But with Arson, it can be really good. Now, what I haven't experimented with much is I haven't experimented with using this counter because I feel like it's very laggy. See, like, it's a super hard read, but let's say you're being juggled and you come down with counter. It's like, okay, well, they can just shield or be dash dancing around and just spacing, like, retreating aerials and stuff, and then, like, your power-up might not be worth it, but let's say you're really sure on a read, you can use that to make a comeback, because, like, you can get it twice as fast. So, like, let's say, hit me with 1 move, watch my bar. Watch my bar, just hit me with F-tilt or something. See how the bar increased by, like, 30%? That 30% basically means I shave, like, almost a minute off of the bar, not including the damage I take. So you can get your personas way faster, and you're a much better character for persona. So like this nair, see how it can hit twice? You can cross up on shield twice. Every single move, it's just way stronger. You see how strong these moves hit? You can even feel it. See the angle he went? I haven't figured out the best edgeguard method, but I do know that he has the tools to angle. There's only one angle he's not really good at getting. It's like this 45 down below him. Because like when he shoots like straight down. He could go over there, I guess. But that one's particular spot's hard. But I mean, you have to get to the ledge anyway, so he can cover a lot. I'd say he's one of the better edgeguarders, which is good because he needs that stuff. So, my general thoughts on each move. Haven't used this that much. This is good to poke him off. Haven't messed much with these. I love the dash attack. Smash attacks, I think you should wait till you power up. Aerials, he's huge on. Throws, his throw game, his grab combos are amazing. Haven't messed with the sniffs. I love this move. I think the ground one's underwhelming. I think these ones really, really good. Counter. Don't know enough on how this is going to be at high level, but of course, as I said, it's a comeback move or a doubles move, in my opinion. Just don't miss, because you have 30. If you miss, you have 30 frames of lag. Like from the moment I release B to hold shield, it's like more than 30 frames. So you don't want to miss the counter. But I mean, I guess that goes for any counter. Like any counter you miss, that's going to happen. And of course, you can use that counter to edgeguard similar to Lucina. So overall, my first impressions of Joker, I feel like he's endgame meta going to be an above average character. I feel like he's an above. I believe he's an above average character. I've only played him a few hours, obviously. But these are my first impressions. I think he'll be above average in singles and even extra good in doubles just because you can jump behind someone and power up real quick. This is this Theorycraft. I thought this for Incineroar 2, he turned out to not be as great as I thought. But the concept I still think is solid. He reminds me a lot of Sheik, not just from like the up air in general, but I feel like he's a Sheik-like character. He's fast, agile, doesn't really kill fast, but has good traits outside of raw KO power. And he's an average or above average KO power character with the persona on. And if you can get your personas, which might be a bit more difficult in singles, well, I shouldn't say that because, as I said, in the middle of if you don't get gimped, you're going to get a persona around 60 or 70 anyway. So let's say you and your opponent are fighting evenly. Let's say theoretically you and your opponent are fighting evenly, and you both get each other to like 60%. There is a good chance you'll be able to kill them with the persona, or get them to a really high percent where anything will kill anyway. So yeah, it's going to come down a lot to the persona, your edgeguard ability, your agility, like just moving around. I don't know how I think of this stuff because look, this is barely doing any damage. I feel like might as well just throw that or something. Like, yeah, these are just my opinions. I'm not saying any of this is fact. Like for all I know, like maybe this will be used. Maybe this will be better than I thought. Maybe the gun's better than I thought. Maybe the air guns are good. Maybe this dodging is good, and then you could just do crazy gun stuff where it's like, and then like just all this crazy stuff. Like I don't know yet. But yeah, these are my first impressions of the character. I think he's really cool, and you get this beautiful thing. See this thing behind me? Yes, I'm talking about Morgana. He's beautiful, and he's the cutest thing, and I wish I had one. All right, anyway, thanks for watching my guide. I think Joker is promising, and after Pound ends, I'm planning to use this character much more often. I'm going to be optimistic and give him a good chance because it's still really early, and I don't know what there is, but I think he's a lot more promising than Piranha Plant, I'll say that. All right, thanks for watching my guide. Please don't forget to subscribe, and make sure you hit the bell for more future content. Thanks for watching.